What is going on, everybody? Coming back to you guys again with another video. Now, I've got a lot of messages in my inbox, whether it be email, YouTube, or Facebook, whatever it may be. And unfortunately, I don't always have the time to sit down and write out a lengthy response to a lot of these messages, so I figured what better way to do so than to make a video. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, the first one's gonna be coming from TK Shay, who asks, my monthly cheat day is coming up. What kind of junk food should I get? I don't give out recommendations for cheat days, sorry. Alrighty, and the next one's gonna be coming from Anna Mew, who asks, I don't even know why I'm writing to you, I'm hopeless. I wanna fast to lose all the weight I've gained because of fasting. I've somehow regained control. Then again, I'm too weak to fast anymore and I end up binging and purging, vicious cycle. I'm also medicated with Concerta. I've seen about 1 million therapists and nothing's worked. I'm asking God to help every day, even though. How did you make it, may I ask? Hope you don't judge, Anna. All right, Anna, so there's a lot going on there. A lot. So the biggest thing you can do right now, and for most of these messages that I get, is to reach out to those around you and as soon as possible get yourself into some sort of clinical therapy. It really will do wonders for you. And I can't stress this enough, is that when things get this bad, you really have to think about your life long term, and you really have to think about how much the disease is taken away from you. Now, the other thing, and the secondary thing I'd address too, is your medication. Concerta, any drug like that will alter your psychological state without a doubt. So that's another thing that your doctor, anyone that's prescribing that to you, should be addressing first of all. So definitely take those into consideration and really just get help as soon as possible. Alrighty, and the next one's gonna be from Actual Gamers, who asks, hey Eric, I used to be quite chubby. Lost about 5.5 stone and want to get rid of the last bit of belly fat for the summer. And I'm just wondering if I should continue my low carb, high fat diet or switch to a high carb, low fat so I can work out every day. Just wondering whether the weight is in fact mainly exercise or diet at my stage. BMI equals 21. I've been told countless times on the web and in the gym that it's an 80% diet, 20% exercise thing. All right, so we got a lot going on here. I really want to point out that I never ever recommend low carb, high fat diets. I don't believe those to be successful in anybody unless you're morbidly obese or you do not have the ability to engage in formal exercise or any sort of cardiovascular activity. So just completely throw that out of your head. The next thing is that do not go by the BMI, body mass index. It is a very outdated way to measure one's overall health, and it doesn't even take into account your muscle mass or anything notable, really. So I mean, it's extremely outdated. Just completely toss that snippet of garbage out the window. I mean, like I said, I used to be chubby, I guess you could say, back in the day. And that mental image of you will always be ingrained in your mind, but it's something that you have to really think about is in the terms of growing out of it. You're not necessarily going to be back to the chubby fat kid again. It's not realistic at all. So do your best to kind of block out that image. It's just a distorted way that your mind's basically playing games with you, if you want to say. And then opinion on cardio in the gym. In my opinion on cardio in the gym, I always recommend to spin your guts out. And I mean, running is really just simply preference. Personally, I don't recommend running, just on the impact it has on your joints and everything like that, but that's just my own opinion on it, and I'm just a snobby cyclist, so that's that. Alrighty, and the next one's gonna be coming from Christopher S. Christopher asked, Eric, I've been watching your videos for a while now and really resonate with them. I developed an eating disorder this last summer when I really got into fitness and now trying to recover. Terrified of gaining fat, my nutritionist and counselor and I have me at a ½ pound a week right now of weight gain. Alrighty, Chris, so the first thing that I definitely want to address with this one is that absolutely not at this stage of your life. Having a cheat day is just going to make things worse for you mentally, physically. You're going to be scared of what happens the day after, in the sense that you're going to automatically think that's going to be fat gain, when in reality it's not. The main thing with all of this too is you definitely seem to be leading already a life of restriction already. You really have to think of your mindset behind all of doing that. Why are you not nourishing your body during the day? What's the reason for it? That's just another way for your eating disorder to play. That's just another eating disorder. That's just another way that your eating disorder can play games with your head. Now, I definitely think that it's worth looking into also with your nutritionist and your therapist as to why you guys are putting a cap on your weight gain. Why are you allowed to look at your weight right now? Those are also some questions that I would challenge you to think about more. Essentially, to get over pushing all your food towards the later end of the day, the answer is simple, is that you have to eat more during the day. You have to set up with your team, with your nutritionist, with your therapist, ways to get more food in during the day, because it's only going to get worse. It can only spiral even more out of control. Alrighty, the next one's going to be from Fionn O'Reilly, who asks, Eric, I've been watching your videos for a while and I have a question for you. I know that you previously had an eating disorder, and I'm wondering about, is my diet okay? I'm 5'4", 15 years old, and about 100 pounds. I eat a healthy sized breakfast and don't eat lunch about once a week. My dinners are huge. I eat large portions of food. I don't eat unhealthy food. I eat low fat, low calorie food. I eat a lot of it. Oh man. 15 years old. You don't need a diet at your age, my friend. Please just remove that from your head and your vocabulary right now. Take this time of your life when you are at some of your best growing years and eat big, eat a lot, lift weights, enjoy life. It's that simple. Alrighty, the next one's gonna be from Victoria's Physiques, who asks, Eric, my name is Victoria, nice to meet you. I really wanna know how you got your YouTube channel to grow when you first started it. Did you get discouraged by the slow growth? If you did, what made things skyrocket for you? I love your eating videos so much, by the way. Thank you very much, Victoria. The main thing with growth on YouTube, it boils down to many different things. I actually have this conversation a lot. I've answered this question before. My main thing is that my channel did not grow when I first started it. I've had my channel, at least this channel, for probably about, I believe I started it in the middle of 2013. It really just boils down to consistent work, a lot of hard work, and you have to constantly make videos, and you have to make the video, and this is what ties into my point really, is you have to make a video that's going to stand out, that's going to really make your channel elevate, that's going to make everybody want to watch more of your videos. For me, that essentially was that 30,000 calorie cheat day video that I had, and that pretty much skyrocketed my channel and got a lot of subscribers, and a lot of people saw that. So that's my most viewed video right now, and I would say that if you can get a most viewed video, it's going to make your channel take off, and people are going to want to watch more of it. So pretty straightforward there. Alrighty guys, and I wanted to say this one for last. And this person's identity, I didn't want to put their name in, just because I don't think that they wanted to have me use their name. Anyways, here it is. So I'm currently in residential rehab for my ed, and I'm having a super hard time understanding the process. It's so hard for me to trust my team and just to listen to them, especially when it comes to food. I mean, I do want to get better, but it's way easier said than done. And for some reason, it just did not matter that I was dying. Now, I acknowledge that I'm anorexic and it scares me to death. Giving Ed my name just makes it 100 times worse. And then she goes on to really detail more about what she's going through in treatment. I chose to save this question for last for obvious reasons, and I mean, those reasons being that I think that this is an area that many have been and many feel like they're heading towards. I rarely get messages from people that are actually physically in residential treatment, so it's good that you're actually able to contact me, and I'm glad you did. I wasn't able to reach out to any of those or anyone around me when I was in treatment. But the first thing, the first snippet of advice I can give is just to, you need to think about when you were back in your darkest days, how those days went for you. So what would be a good day when you had anorexia, when you were so used to thinking about your body, when you woke up every morning? How did you feel on a daily basis? I mean, what was a good day? And then compare that to how you feel now. Granted, I mean, you're still fixated on your body, but a good day now is going to be a hell of a lot better than a good day when you were at your worst of your eating disorder, or with your eating disorder. I mean, that should be pretty obvious. And my second point is the fact that you're 18 years old. 18 years old. I mean, you're not even through a quarter of your life. I mean, if that, you could live to be 100. I mean, that's what it boils down to. The fact that I get messages like this on a daily basis from so many teenagers is so astounding. We have such an epidemic now going on with body image disorders. We have such an epidemic going on right now with body image disorders, with eating disorders, with binge eating. It's absolutely insane, and just it kills me to have to read these. Granted, I love the fact that you guys reach out to me, but I definitely think that right now it's about surrendering. You have to surrender yourself to the process. Essentially, this team that is caring for you, that's treating you right now, knows your body better than you do. It's a realization that I had to come to, but right now that your head, your mind isn't healthy enough to accept that. It's not rational. You're not thinking rationally. I've mentioned this in numerous videos, but rational thinking is just not going to exist when you're in this type of state. So do your best to ignore the scale, ignore the uncomfortable feelings that are going to come up. You just have to trust the process. That's what it's all about. Surrender, trust the process, and realize that you're going to come out of this a better and stronger person. So that's that, guys. Those are some messages that I got recently, and I wanted to get through them and post this for everybody. If you guys ever have any questions, regardless of whether it's an eating disorder question, whether it's a just general question, I'm always here to answer. I always like to hear feedback, read comments. I'm here for. So if you guys like the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe like usual, and I'll be back again. See you guys.